Hi guys, I'm going to show you how I'd like for you to upload YouTube videos for any assignments that we ever do, for which I ask you to upload a YouTube video. So I've already logged into YouTube here. If you don't know how to do that, all you do is go to youtube.com, click the sign in button. You should use your school email address. It should link with YouTube automatically. That way anything you ever do for school is kind of all linked together. You can always add it to your personal accounts at some other time if you'd like to. Okay, so once you've logged on, you're going to click on Upload. Okay, and then it's going to bring you to this window here. Now for all the videos that I ever ask you to post, it's going to be public almost all the time, unless I specifically ask you to make it private or unlisted. You should always choose public. And then you're just going to click on that little button, and it's going to allow you to upload your video. And I'm just going to choose a sample video from my library here. Let's see, is that in? I think that should work. Okay, and so it's going to start kind of loading your video. And in the meantime, I think it's important for you to, right here is going to be the title of your whatever your video is. So come up with a good creative title that fits the work. Don't just put like documentary or commercial or whatever. Come up with an actual title that fits your work. And so this one is, I'm just going to call this one The Incredible. Anyway, I'm just coming up with something silly for me. And then in the description box, this is a place for you to enter a pretty good, solid description of what it is that your video contains. Try to use complete sentences, and write a couple of sentences there describing what's going on. It doesn't need to be an essay. Just a couple of sentences is fine. So I'm just going to put here, Washman introduces open house for all apologies. Okay. So you can go on and you could be a little bit more specific, but for our purpose that's good enough. And the tags, this is where you want to come up with some good keywords that are related to your video, so that way when people go search, your video will come up more often. And I think this is a really great idea because you put all this work in, people should see it. Well, and for mine I accidentally chose a video that is not supported, so I'm going to go ahead and go back there. I'm going to pick one. Oh, that's why it's a .mov instead of, it should be an MP4. Let's see. Is that one an MP4? I think that one is. Let's try that one. There we go. Okay, so here I've already got a title in for it. Description here. Mr. Washman walks his students through the blog making process for Weebly.com. Okay, again, you could be more specific, but this works just fine for us. Tags, one more time. So like, as I was saying, these are words that are related to your topic so that when people search, they'll find your video. So I could put blogs, I could put Weebly, I could put Capel High School, I could put several things. And so the more tags you put, the better, because it makes it more likely that your video will come up when people search. So those are the three things on this page that I always want you to do. Remember, leave it public. And what you could do over here, if I ever ask you to add it to a particular playlist, which I may do at some point, all you're going to do is click on that add button, type in the name of the playlist I give you, and it'll add it to it automatically. But I would like you now to go to the advanced settings, and there are several other buttons here, but there are a couple that I want you to pay attention to more than all the others. So first of all, license and rights ownership. This is really important for us because I want you guys to get used to using Creative Commons licenses. So I want you to click the drop down box there, and I want you to click on Creative Commons Attribution. Alright? That's basically that's going to allow your work to be included in the Creative Commons, which for us is really important because you wouldn't have been able to make your videos if you hadn't had access to the Creative Commons. So we want to make sure that we give people the same attributions that they gave us whenever we borrowed some of their work to make these videos. And so a couple of these other things you could go through and look. These all don't need to be clicked or changed unless you have a specific need. The category is pretty important, so if you feel like your video falls into one of these categories, go ahead and choose it. For me, I'm going to stick with education because that's where this video actually works. And then I think it's important to go ahead and put the date that you're publishing. So you could just easily click on today and it would put it up there. And that's pretty much it. After you've got all these things put in, you're going to go over here, you're going to click on publish, and that's going to finalize it. So if you guys have any questions about how to post your YouTube videos with the correct Creative Commons licenses, just be sure and email me and let me know. Thanks guys, have a great day.